One thing I love about a man is when he has this quiet yet commanding presence and demeanor about himself, and he's not loud or arrogant. He doesn't have to demand respect, but something about his character and the way he carries himself, he commands respect without saying a word. I love that. And I remember this one in particular I dated in my early 20s, young and immature, but we dated, and I remember he had this presence about himself that where I just knew when he come in the room, tighten up. I just knew, Kiki, you not gonna be talking to that man crazy. You gonna have to watch your tone sometimes with that man. You ain't gonna be arguing, fighting, getting loud, going back and forth, cussing with that man. Not because that's a man and he's so big and scary and he beat on his chest and I'm shrinking and scared. No, but because that's a respectable man. That's an honorable man. And he will leave your ass. He ain't doing that foolishness with you. And I like that. Big dog. There's a big difference in having that demeanor versus having to beat on your chest, be loud, be arrogant, be scary, and demand respect. Because if you got to do all of that, you actually lose my respect. But it's something about that character of a man that just naturally commands it. You either got it or you don't.
What's good, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. Solid video, man. And women explaining why quiet and confident men are so attractive. And this video is very important because I tell you guys, I'm an introverted man. I know a lot of you guys are also introverted too. You guys aren't really into nightlife, but that shit doesn't make you not a man, right? Being all, oh, I'm macho, I'm outside with it, I'm making sure people know I'm here and shit. You don't need to do that, right? You guys saw her explaining, man. When that man walked into the room, he knew and she knew and everybody knew that that man was a man, bro. He carried himself with a quiet confidence, right? And she didn't specify, but I guarantee, I'm 99% sure that man was lean. That man wasn't fat, right? That man was attractive, right? You don't have to be all loud and macho and beating your chest and letting everybody know that you're there, staring dudes in the face, sizing up dudes. You don't need to do all that. All you need to do is take care of your business, right? You need to eat healthy. You need to make sure that you're drinking water. You guys be like, drinking water? Yes, drinking water. You need to make sure that you're drinking water, that you're hydrating. You need to make sure that you're reading good books or consuming good content like this shit, right? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Reading good books, listening to good content, right? You need to make sure that you're working out, breaking a sweat every day, right? You need to make sure that you're getting your sleep in. You need to make sure that you're pursuing your passion, right? Whatever you're passionate about, that you're pursuing it, whether it be within your occupation or on social media or starting a business, whatever that may be. You need to make sure that you're working on articulating yourself better. You need to make sure that every time you walk out the house, you don't need to be all dressed up to the nines, but that you're confident in the clothes that you have on, right? You need to make sure that you're working on your grooming, working on being the most attractive version of yourself. You do all these things, right? You don't need to say a word when you walk out. And I don't give a fuck how tall you are. I don't care if you're 6'5" or 5'3", right? I don't care. But as a man, when you're controlling yourself, when you're putting yourself in the best position to be the most confident, to be the most attractive, right? You're lean. I'm telling you, I guarantee you that man that she's talking about in the video is lean. I guarantee you he wasn't no fat. I guarantee you he didn't have no dad bod. Okay. Guarantee you he was lean, he was sharp, right? I made a few videos ago talking about how even though there's a good amount of red pill ideologies that I agree with, I don't consider myself a red pill man because I disagree with a lot of things. A lot of guys in the red pill space, they feel like they need to make their presence known. I've seen some of the videos with these red pill guys, like they're all macho and, oh, I'm an alpha male, I need to insert my dominance and shit. You guys we don't have to do that. I promise you, man. Especially when you're dealing with women and when you're dealing with genuine men. Um, a lot of women have very good discernment and very good social skills. You guys might think it's kind of paradoxical because women do innately have good social skills, but the paradox is that they usually are bad. They usually pick the wrong men. And I'm gonna make a video about that because biologically women are very discerning and they also have very good social skills and they're very keen at picking up on certain things that a lot of men can't pick up on, which is interesting why they picked the wrong men. And I'm gonna make a video on that. A lot of men can't talk about that, but I can, right? But nevertheless, a woman can tell when a man is faking for the most part, right? A woman can tell when a man is faking the confidence, when he's faking the funk. And also as a man who is truly confident, you almost can step into that feminine role You know, and I'm saying this, you guys have to be able to catch up with me when I say this, but you could almost step into that feminine role of having very keen social skills when you're also a man of confidence, right? In layman's terms, real recognize real, okay? You can see when a man has a confidence, when a man is faking the funk, when a man is sizing other people up, when a man is mate guarding. You can kind of see all that shit when you're actually who you say you are, right? When you're actually congruent within yourself, right? And I'm telling you, as somebody who is very congruent within myself, right? That shit is corny every time I see it. Like, I don't respect that shit, right? You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be macho. You don't have to be sizing people up. All you need to do is take care of what you need to take care of. Like I said, drink water, eat healthy, get some sunlight, right? Work out, take care of your mind, feed your mind with the proper info, the proper content. Read if you need to, consume content if you need to. That's in alignment with what you have going on, right? Make sure that you're cutting out your vices, right? You do all these things, you have this quiet and damn near mysterious confidence about yourself. You're keeping all these commitments to yourself. You know that you're living in alignment with the best version of yourself. You're going to move differently than the average man. You don't have to be loud with it. You don't have to try to intimidate other men. You know, I also see this is very common in shorter guys. A lot of short men, a lot of men who are maybe like 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", they'll try to overcompensate for the lack of height in their eyes by letting everybody know that they're not somebody to play with, right? I'm 6'2". I might walk into a room 5'5", dude trying to size me up. Like, that shit is goofy, bro. You don't have to do all that. Quiet confidence is very masculine. You know, a lot of people who are in like the masculine space and maybe even the red pill space, they talk about stoicism, right? A man who is stoic. He's stoic. He's not super loud. He's not doing too much. He's stoic, man. He knows how to handle himself. He knows how to conduct himself, right? Like she said in the video, if he needs to handle himself, he can, but he's not just all out and wild with it. He's not acting like a little boy, a little child. He's very confident in himself. And I want you guys to be confident in yourself too. You know, women can pick up on stuff like this. And like I said, men who are on their shit can also pick up on stuff like this as well. You know, I know that when I go to the gym, this is just give you guys an example of me. You know, I don't talk to a lot of people. I'm very to myself. I have one of the best physiques in there, like objectively, if not even maybe the best physique in there. I'm not always looking around. You know, I walk with my chest up, my head high, you know, and I just mind my business. And I catch people looking at me. I catch women looking at me. I watch people trying to see what I'm doing. And it's just this quiet confidence. A lot of you guys like to use the word aura, right? It's just some type of energy that I have. And it's not because I'm better than everybody else. It's not because of anything. It's just because I know what I'm in there to do. I'm confident in myself. I know I took care of business before I got there. I know I'm there to take care of business. And I know I'm going to take care of business when I leave the gym, right? That's a very good example, right? This quiet, confident, mystique type of man, right? I believe all men should strive to be that. As opposed to maybe I'm in the gym, I'm looking around trying to see what other men are doing. I'm lifting heavy weights, weights that are too heavy for me. And then I'm trying to see if women are watching or if men are watching. I'm sizing up other men, right? Maybe I'm with a chick, I'm mate guarding her. Like, all that shit is goofy, bro. You know, I'll probably react to a video since we kind of got off on that and talked about the gym. But the gym is it's a great example of this, of what she's talking about. A lot of women, when they get interviewed in these little gym interviews or fitness interviews and shit, they say one of their biggest icks or turnoffs is a man ego lifting, right? And that's very telling, right? Why is ego lifting such a turnoff? Because this man is trying to prove to other men or to other women or whatever that he's stronger than he really is. Like he's trying to fake his masculine. He's trying to fake his dominance. A lot of you guys might not be. You guys probably might be thinking I'm looking into it too much, but I promise you that's what these women are thinking. They're thinking, why is this guy? He clearly can't even lift the hundreds. Why is he picking up the hundreds, right? Then he's slamming the weights and he's staring other men down. He's trying to see what women are looking. Like that shit. That shit is goofy, bro. It's goofy to great example, right? It's goofy to the women in that scenario. It would be goofy to the women, and it would be goofy to the men who are actually confident and who are actually masculine. Only people that get impressed by that or that feel away about that are the other meatheads, right? Or the other fake alpha guys. Those are the only other guys who are going to entertain that type of goofy shit. You don't need to be doing all that, right? Quiet, confident mystique. Keep promises to yourself. Have good promises to yourself and keep them. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. My name is Randall Branch. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video as well. If you guys want to book a strategy call with me, if you guys want a personalized training or a personalized nutrition program, if you guys want to access my ebooks or programs, or if you guys want to join my coaching program, or if you guys want to check out my clothing line, all that information will be down in the description. Follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. I post daily stories and reels to help you guys stay motivated. And I'll see you guys later today for another video. This is Randall Branch Media. We're checking out. Peace.